You upset a lot of people last week for saying that the country needs to reopen because people are going to die no matter what. I mean, you compared it to lives lost during World War II, calling it a sacrifice for the American way of life. So I'm asking, since you're suggesting that I sacrifice, who are you sacrificing? Who are you willing to give up in your family?
This week, a lot of press and postings have been done around Whoopi Goldberg's interview with Christie. It's been held out there as though it was something that really put him on the spot and just showed how ridiculous his particular argument is. What struck me about it is the disingenuousness of the question and the hypothetical implications of the question that really make no sense. She asked him, who in your family are you going to sacrifice? So let's just stop there. Let's turn that on its head a little bit. So I'm going to go ask Whoopi this question. We know that for every COVID-19 death, that there are roughly 400 people that become unemployed. Of those 400 people that become unemployed, what makes up that demographic? What in that population is, say there may be 3, 4, 5 people that were suicidal and losing their jobs pushed them to suicide? What if there were, 8 to 10 of those people in that demographic who were susceptible to spousal abuse, and now they are stuck in the house with an unemployed spouse who already leans in that direction? What about the recovering alcoholic that's got his 1-year sobriety under his belt, finally feels that he's starting to make his way, and now all of a sudden it appears that he has absolutely no future in front of him, he could lose everything, and his only solace is to drop back into alcoholism? What about the opiate person? I mean, that somebody could come and fall back into that habit quite quickly. The unintended consequences of this are truly dramatic. And it's all for the purpose of saving one life. So, Whoopi, let's do it this way, okay? Let's suppose you have 600 people in your audience, all right? I'm going to go lock the doors. You're going to roam around your audience, and you're going to tap 400 people on the head and just let them know that they are now unemployed. That's it. They're done, okay? All for the purpose of saving one life. Now, let's look at what the demographic is of people that are most susceptible to this. It's not the young. It's not the healthy. The death sentence is basically for someone that has outlived their average lifespan, who is obese, diabetic, smokes. I think we should do everything for that person in terms of keeping them quarantined, keeping them safe. But just for this, if that person wants to roam around the supermarket with no mask on, and you want 400 people essentially to go unemployed, and the unintended consequences of that, for that one person that meets that particular criteria, that doesn't make sense to me. So what you're doing is a gotcha question, and I think it's really disingenuous. The other thing is a year from now, in my hypothetical, you're going to have to go visit those 400 people, and you're going to find out exactly how your choice to make them unemployed for the sake of that person, how it affected him, and what the ramifications are, short-term, long-term. And oh, by the way, just to make it even more fun, the person that you wound up saving this is actually a child molester that has molested children successfully in his neighborhood. And he moves from neighborhood to neighborhood so that he doesn't get caught. Thank God we saved his life. Thanks for listening.